What up, though? It's your man's Chris Detroit, boy, your Sagittarius Prince coming to you once again. Eastside, all day, you feel me? But not real talk, you feel me? I'm just out here because I want to, give y'all my opinion on a few things. I really want to talk to the public, and, tell people how I really feel. Because at this point in my life, I feel like I'm on a grown man tip. I'm 22, some may feel like that's still young, but I feel like my mentality's there. My age is getting there. So, I feel like at this point, I feel like, I should be able to talk about certain situations to where people can relate and I can help people and I can show them, how it is and, giving them the perspectives, show men and women I understand where they're coming from, especially the men, because a lot of women don't really understand sometimes, sometimes the men don't understand where your ladies be coming from. So, I'm just out here to really try to help you and I'm trying to give y'all my perspective on a lot of things, just my point of view and you could comment, you could do whatever like it, whatever, just give me your feedback and tell me how you feel about the whole situation, whether you agree, whether you don't agree. If you don't agree, you don't agree. I really don't give a, you feel me, but that's your opinion and I ain't knocking it. Also, I'm kind of under the weather, I got a cold right now. I'm headed to work in a few hours, so your man's got to get this topic to pop, you feel me? So, the topic for today is why do men cheat and why do women cheat? So, I'm gonna start off with the men because I'm a guy myself. You feel me? And also because I know a lot of my homies, from back, around the block and stuff. A lot of dudes I used to hang with and stuff like that. But I feel like for men, you know, sometimes within a lot of us men, I feel like it's always that bachelor side. You feel me? That side that always just want to kind of be free, run around and have a little bit of fun and stuff like that. That's the kind of side that hinders us from going further within a relationship because it's like you got this chick, she great. She a good woman and everything, you feel me? And she does what she needs to do and she really treats you good. But in the end result, like with us men, because our testosterone is so high, our hormones be running and stuff like that and we see like a chick, with a nice body or something, man, and it be like, we go from 0 to 100 in a few seconds, man. And I feel like, that's truly like where a lot of us men mess up because we let the physical get in the way of the emotional. You feel me? Because with men, it's a little bit different than women. Women have more of an emotional attachment than men. We have more of a physical thing that goes on. So I feel like, that's always a hindrance within any relationship with us. And then also, like, you got like a lot of dudes, these days, they really don't care, man, because it's like a lot of the females, who's been portrayed out here in the roles they're portraying and the image that they're putting out are not dressed like, classy, women and stuff like that, and women who about their business and stuff. A lot of it's looking real hoes these days, you feel me? And a lot of dudes they see that, and when they see that off top, they labeling you right there and then, and they trying to get in, Some dudes tell lies to get in, some dudes tell you what it is off top, you feel me? But not everybody the same, you feel me? Sometimes, with us men, it's just time to grow up. You feel me? We let too much of the physical get in the way. We need to, care more about the emotional and less of the physical. Because when we see that ass, we see them titties, we see a female being seductive with us and stuff like that, sometimes our mind gets sidetracked and we mess up. So it's like, you feel me? Like, we really need to grow up and we really need to peep what's going on. Me, myself, I've never messed up in the physical with a female, but, I have done some stuff like talking to females over the net and stuff and messed up a little bit, you feel me? But in the end result, I'm an honest man. Me and my girl, we done worked that type of stuff out, and I done changed a lot, you feel me? I'm still going through my growing phase. I feel like that's what it is with a lot of us men. A lot of men, we feel like we perfect. We feel like we that guy. You feel me? But like, we really never understand that we're not that guy until like we were around that woman that is so like more much. I wouldn't say better than us, but like she shapes us up and like she molds us and she's able to change us and show us our flaws and stuff like that. You feel me? I feel like that's what really like gets us to that point to where we start changing. We start seeing, damn, like man, I'm fucking up. You feel me? Like that type of stuff right there, man. So I feel like with men, the reason a lot of men cheat is a lot of physical. You feel me? I feel like we see something we like and off top, we going for it. For you, you feel me? We want that, we gonna get it. Straight up. We gonna get it. Nothing else. No BS. You feel me? We going for it. or we might try to stay away from it, but after a while, temptation get too high, you might get into a heated argument with your chick, man, and to be like, man, F it, dog. You feel me? Lil' mama was trying to get me, I'm about to hop over there, see what shorty trying to do, bro. You feel me? To be some tips like that, man. And also, it's like with us men, like, you know, it's like, you got the good men out there who don't cheat. Then you got the other side of the dudes who do cheat. You feel me? And it's like I feel like a lot of women, more so throw every man in the same category. You feel me? Instead of seeing the light, because you've been hurt by a few dudes. You gotta understand after a while it's your own decision who you pick. I mean, the dude can only play you for so long, and the dude can't get in between your legs unless you allow him. You feel me? So I feel like after a while, a woman got to start blaming themselves, and they got to start seeing what they doing wrong or they own. You feel me? So you can't always blame the dude. I mean, sometimes it's a lot. It's a lot of times you can blame a dude. You feel me? Especially if you already got so deep into a relationship, and then he started doing that BS. Like, doesn't mess up the situation. But like, I feel like a lot of dudes really cheat for the physical, or especially when they feel like us men, just because our sexual side, we have a lot of sexuality within us. We like sex. You feel me? So it's like, the fact about that is if we feel like we not getting that from home, after a while, it's like, I'm gonna go get this from somewhere else, man. I'm trying to get down, baby ain't trying to get down, and it's a problem, man. You feel me? So dude gonna go somewhere else and get it. And that's a big problem, but that's life right there. You feel me? That's life off top. So, and that's how a lot of dudes think, and it's not a good way, because a dude to try, most dudes, even myself, will try to work everything out for a long period of time, and I'm not no cheater. You feel me? I don't go around cheating, man. That's not me. And a lot of females don't believe that it's a type of dude out there like that. I didn't have my little stuff over the internet talking to females and stuff, but like in the physical, man, I never cheated, bro. Even though you would call that stuff that I did cheating, you feel me? But it was just like me and my girl in a distance relationship, so it was like, you know, I get tempted and she wouldn't be there, and it'd be like somebody else's store coming up upon me, and coming up on me, with that little freaky joint, man, and saying stuff that I like, man, and it like my mind would get sidetracked completely, and I messed up. Said some things that wasn't supposed to be said, but I'm an honest man about everything I do. You feel me? But I know when it comes to the physical, for some reason, it's just like, man, I know that ain't right, and I know I can't. I ain't gonna touch little mama. I ain't gonna be up on her. I ain't gonna, go up to shorty saying all this, that. You feel me? None of that, man. That's not me. You feel me? Straight up. So, I mean, it's just I feel like if a dude he got the physical, and he got the side where he feel like he not getting it from home. And that's what anybody, even females, they feel like they not getting it from their dude, they gonna go somewhere else because women love attention. But that's just my opinion on how I feel like us men cheat, because it's physical, and he feel like he not getting that from the crib. You feel me? So I feel like that's why we end up cheating. Men, period. So that's just me. But now for the why the females cheat, you feel me? I won't say I'm an expert on this, but I done talked to women, I done been around women, I grew up around women, was raised around women and stuff like that, man. So off top, it's like I done had females try to do me dirty, you feel me too? So it's like I think females cheat because they've been broken hearted so many times. Like so many dudes messed them over for so long, like they stopped caring. You feel me? You can They can go through life caring, and then keep getting their heart stomped on, and after they keep getting their heart stomped on or whatever, you feel me, after all that, man, it's like, Avid, straight up, low mama done. She putting her guard up, straight up, she putting the shield on me, she going out for war. And it's time for her to start breaking hearts and stop caring. You feel me? Because she not trying to go through that pain again. And that's with anybody, period. I just feel like people do that, period. That's human nature. But I feel like, excuse me, I feel like definitely with a lot of women that happens, because a lot of dudes do them dirty. A lot of dudes do go around calling them bitches, hoes, whores, and all that, man, cunts or whatever, the white shit too, man. You feel me? No disrespect to the whites out there. But, you know, a lot of people do go around disrespecting them. And that's a big problem within our society, you feel me? It's like, it's so much BS going on. Dudes have pretty much no respect for women anymore. I would say it's probably about out of 100%, I would say it's about probably 25 to 30% of dudes out in this world that probably respect women still. You feel me? Because everybody got so caught up into seeing these rap videos and everything and all that, and when now all that's starting to get in, consume our minds and stuff, and our mentality is starting to change people. You feel me? And it's not even that. The type of people you grow up around. You feel me? So it's like these dudes got one mentality, and it's F these ages. You feel me? So off top, when they got that mentality, they keep hurting this young beautiful queen, and she ain't did nothing wrong. She just new to the game. She getting seasoned. She ain't even been seasoned yet. And by the time she trying to get seasoned, she getting beat. You feel me? So it's like, not in a sense of abuse, but it's like getting beat as in getting your heart stumped on. You feel me? Like, like that's a messed up situation. And she'll heal up from that and try the next man. He'll do it dirty. Heal up from that, try the next dude. After a while of trying all these dudes, it's like, what the fuck? It possibly can't be no good dude out here. You feel me? Because obviously, excuse me, dry throat. Because obviously, you feel me, it can't be no good dudes out here. Because obviously, I keep getting effed over, and I'm not, and she not, she feel like she's not the one who's doing anything wrong in the relationship. She knows she treating him good. Someone would be so good to pay a dude phone bill, pay his light bill, pay his car note. It'd be the craziness, man. I feel like no woman should ever go that far. You love a dude, alright, you love a dude, man. No dude should ever be so soft to ever have a female out there paying their stuff, man. Straight up, that don't make you no player, don't make you no pimp, don't make you nothing, dog. That make you soft in my eyes, man. Straight up. I feel like that's like the epitome of soft, man. Straight up. You feel me? But like, I feel like that should not be going on. No female should be paying none of your shit, dog. Like straight up. She asked, tell her, baby, I got it. You might not even have it, man. Go ask one of your mans or something, dog, and get that shit for real. I'm telling you, dog. You better sell a couple CDs or something, man. For real. But like, they put all it. I feel like they put so much work in. After putting all this work in, they seeing that they getting nothing back. They become cold-hearted. And when they become cold-hearted, it's like a completely different ball game. Cause a woman will break you down, man. They will break your manhood and make you feel like a little bitch. You feel me? Straight up, man. A woman will hurt you to the fullest, man. Straight up, she will. Them some CIA agents, for real. I'm trying to tell you, man. But like, I feel like, you know, that's one point. After being hurt so many times, that's one reason they cheat. And another point, same point with the men. When they feel like even if they man not cheating or hurting them, but they feel like they're being like neglected or whatever, I feel like that's a point right there to where they kind of start, doing all that stuff and kind of get into the cheating mode and stuff like that. Because now they feeling neglected, they not feeling that, same percentage of emotion that they giving out. They not feeling that same type given from home. And he could be at home, buying the stuff, and he might not, even be doing none of that, man. You feel me? So when she feel like, she putting all this work in within a relationship, and he not giving her that attention she want, and giving her the love that she and affection that she need, man. At that point, it's like, she might see some dude at work, and he really start giving her a lot of, love and making her smile and stuff like that, and that leads from one point to just, being friendly to being intimate. You feel me? So, you know, from them being dead wrong, that's one, to them feeling neglected. That's two. That's my 2 points on women. I feel like that's the reason they cheat. Neglection and dead wrong. That's just me. That's my opinion. You feel me? That's how I feel. That's in my opinion why men or why women cheat. But us as adults, like we gotta come over that and we gotta see the bigger side of the picture. We gotta see if this person not right for us, if they not gonna do us right, we don't need to be with them. That's not the person that's right for us. Break up with them, go find somebody else. Sometimes you gotta break with somebody, take time yourself. Because venting process is very important with anything that you do. You gotta vent. If you don't vent, if you don't let that old baggage go that you just left in that old relationship, you will never be happy and you will never fully be content again. That's why so many people get into new relationships and it don't, fall through correctly because, you get into that relationship and you holding on to stuff that was already there from your old relationship because you only been out of a relationship for half a month and then got into a new one. What was your time to heal at? That's like breaking your leg and you trying to play basketball in the next 3 weeks. You can't do that. Because in the end result, your junk will be messed up for life. You feel me? Don't mess yourself up for life, baby. You feel me? Get out here. If you break with somebody, break up with them. Don't cheat. Just break up with somebody and go through your venting process. Cleanse yourself, cleanse your heart, cleanse your soul, and go back out there. You feel me? Take a leap of faith sometimes. But that's all for me today. I feel like, in my opinion, that's why men and why women cheat. You know, some could disagree, some might agree. But it's one love. Comment, subscribe, give you love, baby. Chris Detroit boy all day. Whatever though, you already know your Sagittarius Prince. I'm about it, baby.